recycling ball going through the phases, and eventually the kick comes, and there's some space in behind here for the USA to run onto. Do they have the athletes for it? Would appear they do. Levy running free, but she's getting reeled in. She's going to go all the way, it seems. Levy's got to back herself here for the corner. Got support and finds it in the form of Kaylin Thomas. The patience pays off. Scrum advantage to Fijiana, which shouldn't last too long. In fact, it's over now. Donu sending it across field is Rali Vanawa. And once again, the possession has been easily turned over to USA. What a crucial tackle that was. But now there's a chance for Cedric to go cantering in, and she'll do just that. Capitalizing on the pressure they've been putting on the Fijiana. It's a second try for the USA. Milinia with the tap and go. At the second time of asking, spread by Ulunisau. Oh, that's a wonderful low float in the midfield, and it's going to be Ulunisau, not quite cantering her way in. Great chase, but Ulunisau dots down for Fijiana. Finally, switch play midfield. Setefano, and immediately the gap appears. They've been carved open at the first time of asking. Mafu underneath the bar. Pass out the back of the hand, brilliantly done as well to Marshall, and now there might be just a bit of a chance on. It's all going to be about the athleticism here, putting it on the toe and staying on her feet well. But Jae-san is chasing this one down, but Jae-san converts it. Oh, that feels good, and you can see what joy it brings them. They are fighting against the odds, and they get themselves a fiver.
Oh, doesn't she deserve this? Hey, Jae-san, there's the kick in behind. And she had to fight for everything. It's her and Stacey Waka. Nothing wrong with that. That's just hand fighting, shoulder fighting, play on. But man, she showed a lot of composure. Having to keep that on the toe, and then at the end, what a finish. Well done.
Still now, they can light the fire again. Testing the defenders on the outside to Saili and feeding out. Tanetti pays out the palm. She is powerful. Tanetti's still going for the line. The try is on here for sure. Miller gets it away. Doesn't need another pass. Mahina pull. Capitalizes. She's straight through. And it's another try for New Zealand. No more advantage now for Fijiana, but they do have an extra woman on the outside here. Can they draw and pass? Not quite well enough. Good cross-cover pressure coming from Shalaka, but beating a couple of tackles on the outside creates the opportunity, and cantering in over the line. It is Adita Milinia. Fijiana score first.
Well, it took them a couple of phases to get it right. There was one or two awkward passes, but just look at the busting runs, the spin, and the mindset to go forward again. They had to recycle. She was involved in another play after that, but look at the aggression. The Fijiana team really want to play. And then again, look at the handoff. That's one. Comes back for more, takes some, and she gets in.
4 of their 5 try scorers in Dubai were debutants. Just speaks to the youth of this GB side. But Fijiana get the penalty and quickly take it and look to link up and move forward here. Good step from Donu. Offloading another space on the outside. It won't be stopped. It's Buleki now over the line for try number 4. Important tackle made there by Pritchard. Has put in a great effort today, but that effort will not be enough. Slipping off another tackle. Verenaisi Ditavutu goes trotting in under the sticks here in Cape Town for the 5th Fijiana try.
And again, coming all the way from a turnover. GB thought they were in for all money. Just a little look up. And at that point, you know, given the opportunity, so physical. And so much support in on the outside.
Causing absolute chaos off their own kickoff, and Pori Lane wins back possession for the Black Ferns Sevens. Oh, wonderful offload, creating the gap straight down the center to kick things off in this one. Running free, and she won't be stopped. It's Maya Davis. And USA looking to construct something here. Still got plenty of time remaining here in the first half. Just got to control the free scoring that the Black Ferns Sevens have showed early on here, jumping out of the tackles. That's a brilliant offload, and the try is on now. And it's going to be Kaylin Thomas pinning her ears back. Pori Lane gives up the chase. What a brilliant try. All the way downfield. In fact, it is Saria Ibarra who scored the try for USA, showing wheels
Oh, it all started very direct. This New Zealand team coming off the line, but forcing a way through his Kawabali. The offload was perfect.
Waka is causing all sorts and chasing those restarts, and once again the Black Ferns Sevens able to secure possession. They have an overlap on the outside. Can they use it? Yes, it seems they can. Tory Lane feeds at the perfect moment, and the try's in the corner. It's clinical stuff from the Black Ferns Sevens, and they've got another 5 on the board.
So accurate. Look at the passing. It starts with a kickoff. Tuako gets up high in the air, forces the turnover, makes it a scramble, and this is where this team is so good. Finding the outside. Tory Lane slowing it down, the step and then the speed. Get it to the outside.
Kickoff is retained. Shilika straightened. Rather, it's Eva Wood who gets on her bike. No, it is Shilika. Straight off with the restart. That's exactly how you want to see that restart. Get it straight in the hand, open the floodgates, who scored a try. Well, what's expected? Now the ball comes out. Country releases. Now they try and get on to the outside, into the hands of Kaylin Thomas, who just stops, takes a moment, takes a beat, gets herself back into gear, drops a gear, and disappears. Kaylin Thomas. Haywood with the tap. 2 options to attack from the short line into Katie Shilika's hands, and that is how easy it can be. Katie Shilika. Tory Lane. Miller. Busy within the first 50 seconds of this match. Miller in the one hand gets the offload away to Kelsey Tanetti, and Kelsey Tanetti has had an incredible weekend so far. Just stride over, and they have turned defense into attack. Kelsey Tanetti gets one. Chased and trying to get over the ball with Bollatini. The tap and go from Risa Tory Lane. Not back 10. Eventually released Setafano. Georgia Miller squares. Georgia Miller kicks off the left, and Georgia Miller will score. Georgia Miller gets her second for the weekend. Georgia Miller just trying to get around the ball for the rip, but the Fijiana have done well to keep it in hand still. And the Kuriba. Rather, it's going to be Adita Milania, who's being chased by Caitlin Baakolo, who realized she was high, lets it go, and Adita Milania is going to score her try.
Great individual piece of brilliance there for Milania. Comes over the top. She was under duress, but because of the line she took, she went through on the angle. I thought she was going to get caught here. I thought Baakolo was going to go low. She tried to get the ball in or tackle. It was going to be a penalty regardless, I think, but in the end she got the deserved try, Milania.
This is how it wraps up in Women's Pool A. New Zealand, USA book themselves into the Cup semi-final tomorrow. Great Britain unable to get a win. Canadians just trying to pin the Japanese inside their own 22. Now they get it through their hands and into that of Kajiki. Being held up in the tackle. Bullying from the Canadians at the moment, and now they look for the sniper around the corner. Hana Nagata is going, and Hana Nagata runs 80 plus meters to get Japan second and extend their lead.
Oh, the speed from Nagata there. She goes about 80 meters, finds that seam very close to the tackle situation, and absolutely flies up the middle of the pitch. Ball under one arm. She wasn't getting caught.
Still looking, still trying to probe, looking to get inside that 22 and try and get that conversion rate and keep it as high as they do. Back onto the inside. Now the straightening run comes, and the offload comes, and the palms come up in the try. Sakura Mizutani. Was Michio Suda back onto the inside, staying on her feet, fighting through contact, and the offload sticks this time. Sakuraku Yazaki. Oh, we just love it when a plan comes together in the Cape Town. First one. Faith Nathan there to clean up now, trying to just dance her way out of trouble. Back onto the inside now for Heidi Dennis, and Heidi Dennis is quick, and there's nobody that's going to catch her. And so from just outside their own 22, the golden goal strike. Have to get cleaners in, and the counter up from the Aussie women. Has it been dropped by Neeson? It's been turned over. Maddie Ashby runs straight into Kat Roche, getting her involved in the action. We saw a couple of referees take a couple of shots last weekend, and this time Maddie Levi gets on her bike. The engines have started. She warmed up a little bit earlier on. This time got the petrol in the right places. Maddie Levi gets her first for the weekend.
I need like one word.
Now Kelly Arbey trying to take her opportunity. Ruby Nicholas gets shoved off by Kelly Arbey. Back onto the inside. That's just not accurate enough. So the turnover for the Aussie women. 3 of those tries coming from turnovers in the first half. Faith Nathan using some of her hands. Maddie Ashby into the hands of Dennis, who's just with the softest of offloads. So strong is Heidi Dennis. 20-year-old. Been around, and now Maddie Ashby's going to put a new knee to work. She's going to have a free run at it straight under the post, and exactly the same way they finished that first half. Maddie Ashby starts off the second with the first for the weekend.
Nice little pick and go from
Play on,
Hirano.
clear release.
They're now for Mizutani. Now they straighten it up well through Hirano, who goes charging right up the zipper. The centre of the park brings the first score for Hirano with a darting run, and it's about to be 7-0.
Watch the shooting defence here by France. They come up way too hard. They're not aligned. There's gaps. They're all staggered. And Hirano, she's been around the block. She can spot that from a mile away. Takes her opportunity, gets in under the sticks. Punishing France for not being together in defence.
Brought in nicely by the French. Still chasing their first points on day one here in Cape Town. Here's a good run down the left. Off goes Christians, and then she releases a little pop pass into the hands of Tunkara. And there's a little glimpse of what the French can do when the passes stick, and it's about to be a tied game. Hirano takes it down. Possession and phases build, and then the pass misses the target, and it's Suda who has to tidy up. This is dangerous as France told ahead, and they're a chance now. After the turnover, oh, the bounce is A1 for Sivi, who wraps around and runs at Ashby. She's got players there in support. They get well up over halfway now, and there's some room close to the breakdown. And Canada say thank you very much through Stevenson, who flies upfield and scores the first try. There it is for Nicholas as the wind kicks up here in Cape Town, making those long passes really tricky. Oh, that is some kind of offload from NASA, who hits Ashby at full tilt. Oh, that offload was stunning. Ashby slow to get up after really stretching out there. He's hoping she's okay. Oh, this was something else, this offload. Oh, one-handed, yes please. Free Australia with quick ball. Ashby working hard infield, a touch isolated here. Clean out work though from Henwood, and now Nathan capitalises. The quick recycle will give Faith Nathan her second.
She just seems to be a step ahead of the rest of the players on this pitch. She's so aware of the space when it becomes available. The ball pops out and there's just no waiting around. Faith Nathan plucks it and takes the space, takes the opportunity for a second try in quick succession.
Noel, she's cut them open easy as you like. The first points of the match. Just about retaining possession on that one. Canada, and there's a seam that's been torn open here. The bounce of the rugby ball can catch everybody sleeping, and now stretching away downfield in impressive fashion is Kennedy Stevenson striking back for Canada. She's well found. Albay looking to cut back in field. She deals with the first defender and she feeds it to guess who? Noel is going streaking away for a first half hat-trick. It's absolutely brilliant from the number 4.
Astonishing attack from France. Kelly Arbey out on the wing. She not only has pace, she has the power to push back inside.
This time it's a penalty to Australia. The tap and go comes from Mackenzie Davis. There may be danger here. There is danger here because it's Faith Nathan. And you would trust no one more with the outside gap. She is lightning quick. None of the superstars shine more brightly than Maddie Levi, who'll be waiting out there on the wing, and here she is. Levi hangs out the palm, and you can see why. She scored a third of Australia's tries last season. Good offload from Japan. They're going straight up the centre now. Australia wrap them up in defence. Knocking on the door are Japan. They have a penalty advantage as well. They won't need it. Launching herself over the line is Mayu Yoshino.
Australia and France have booked their ticket to the semi-final. Japan only getting one win of the day. And Canada unable to get a win. So just a reminder, this is what it looks like. New Zealand will take on France. Australia will take on the USA. Will we see the double final, or will we see a new finalist book their way into that final? All to play for here.